Or, alternatively, sit at home, waterboard yourself by accident. Right, here we go, girly wigs. Here we go. Hello, beautifuls. Welcome back to my Chanel, and welcome to another unhinged TikTok makeup reaction video.
Stop it. Get some help.
I have just somehow dropped a glass and it smashed into a billion pieces, and I have managed to cut my hand, my arm, my foot, and my leg.
She's dead.
So I'm having a lovely day in the studio today. How are you doing, lovelies? Welcome back to the channel. If you do not know me, my name is Luxeria, and I have been in the makeup world as a makeup artiste for nigh on 2 decades, my lovelies. Not quite. Around 2007 is when I really started taking makeup seriously and had a few freelance clients, and then that developed into a love for event makeup, and then that evolved into being a beauty guru at YouTube, fronting brands such as Illamasqua and MAC. Between that, counter work, wedding work, events work, and screen work, I think I have enough industry experience to critique makeup applique upon the internet. Are you sure? Well, my lovelies, if you do not know this series, this is, what is this? I think this is number 25 in reacting to unhinged videos that are uploaded to TikTok, in which we see some makeup fails, makeup wins, and some questionable in-betweens, shall we say. Well, my lovelies, make sure you're sitting down comfortably. Grab yourself a beverage. It's also very warm here, and I do feel like I might burst out of this top at any moment. Oh, no. It was my birthday last weekend, so I'm still really excited about all that. Pop your little hanger right up the TikTok hole, and let's watch some of these TikToks, shall we?
No.
So this compilation is lovingly made by a YouTube channel called Careless.
I'm not like other girls.
Oh, my God, okay.
I'm not even a girl. I'm a pterodactyl.
Oh, okay. Well, starting strong here today in the studio, aren't we, my lovelies? I must say, I think we can just about see it here. I do actually like an alternative look.
Can you see that there's a Dutch influence there?
I don't know how else to say that. I like it when one eye doesn't match the other. I do like an asymmetric eyeshadow applique, especially if they are matching but different. I think it's very artistic. Yes, that's all I'm going to say about this one.
Oh, thank God.
So tomorrow I go back to work for the first time in 3 months, which means this is my last day to do as many fun or crazy looks as I want.
Oh, are we going to get a 2016?
Let's fuck up my face.
Oh, don't swear naughty. Oh, very 2016, yes,
the
the
best
artist
part.
palette. Oh, Q-tip with the Super Mario.
Anybody ever watch VeggieTales growing up?
VeggieTales. Saw some other tales of vegetables.
Cheeseburger song stuck in my head. I already regret
Oh
everything.
my goodness, this is such an applique masterclass.
Creases every day. Like, oh, I want to die.
Oh, do you know what? Glow Up could never, could they?
The first thing the MUA should do is
Die.
I actually really like this. That would be an absolute beast to replicate, but how great for a little bit of editorial puss here on the Chanel.
I fucking hate this. Oh my god.
Oh, do you? Oh no, I quite. But there we go. That's nice, isn't it? I wouldn't call this a fail so far. Well, I suppose it depends on your very loose definition of fail, isn't it? She doesn't. I do wonder if watching TikTok compilations that people have already made is the way to take this series, because sometimes I feel like I find the more shocking ones myself, and you guys send them to me. Oh, by the way, if you want to follow me over on TikTok, in which I am not active at all, except for this video series, it's XX Luxeria. All right, what do we have? Oh, a copyright lady. Blue, blauer Augen. Blue, blauer.
Coño.
Oh, I can't believe that man said pussy. I think that's lovely. How is this a fail in the slightest? Do you know what? If you leave things up to other people, they will lie to you, won't they? I love a graphic liner. In fact, I was going to do one today. I don't know what happened to that. I sort of slipped into autopilot mode and just didn't bother. I do feel like, however, this is a very, glow up, 10-minute end challenge. What are they called? The face-off chair.
Is it testicles?
Maybe, I guess, if I was going to be overly critical here, the inner corner highlight could be a little bit more finessed, I guess. But I love this. It's very simple, but effective.
Oh, that's nice.
How I did my makeup in middle school.
Oh, right, here we go.
Let's
Oh,
go.
God.
So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take the whitest concealer you can find and just draw it in a windshield wiper motion.
Yes.
Because I hated my dark circles. I would just leave it like this.
2016.
I didn't know what blending was, so I just kind of swipe it on and just smear it out, just like that.
Well, that, to be fair, a bit lighter than that, and you can do that.
Reverse raccoon. And then you'll take the whitest powder you can find and a crappy sponge, and then just kind of press it onto that concealer mound until it looks like someone threw a bag of flour in your face, because that's what we're going for, because we hate dark circles. Yeah, fluff it out. No eyebrows. We're going to go straight to the skin-colored eyeshadow color. And there's no primer on our eyes or foundation, so it's not going to stick, but it's fine.
Do you know, I think there is a little bit of a misconception about eyeshadow and eyeshadow primers. If you have good quality eyeshadow, you don't necessarily always have to use primer with that shadow. I do think that some of these companies love to pack product on the skin, especially in counter sales. If anyone here has worked on the counters, you'll know that part of your KPI is being able to upsell a selection of products, shall we say, usually between 3 and 5, depending on what your goal is. So of course that would be something like, oh, they're looking for a mascara, why don't you also sell them an eyeshadow palette and a primer to go with that eyeshadow palette so you can get the best out of that eye look. It's not always necessary to use a primer on your eye. However, if you have a skin type that is excessively oily, perhaps a little bit dry, combination, or even just sometimes a little bit difficult after a while, then yes, a primer can help. Sometimes even just using a little tiny bit of foundation as a primer on the eye will be all that you need.
Next, you're going to take a black pencil liner and draw the crappiest line you can, because I wanted to do eyeliner a lot, but I wasn't good at it. And curl your lashes until it really hurts, cake your lashes in mascara, and finish with bright pink lips.
So I will say, although it needs deep refining, shall we say, well, as a traditional millennial experience, Dream Matte Mousse, high school makeup, Dream Matte Mousse, daytime tweed, and a wig on a bin. What do we have here? Oh, is this... It's kind of like the same earlier makeup.
Matt, no, it's okay.
You look like a clown.
This will be funny tomorrow, but right now it looks so bad.
Okay, but we gotta go.
Oh my god.
No more crying.
Okay.
So clearly we are watching here what's known colloquially in the industry as a breakdown. I think the children are calling it crashing out now, aren't they? Like reasonable crash out, when someone's like, I'm never shopping at PHS again. I can't believe all this. You've mugged me, girls. She said she looked like a clown. Now, there is a thing with makeup where sometimes you do feel like you are wearing far too much makeup. And I think there's a way to wear a lot of makeup that doesn't look overly dramatic, shall we say. So I do think having a full-on eye with a full eyebrow, with a full bronzer, with a bright red lip that's also got a highlight in the middle, can be a lot for people who might not necessarily ever wear makeup. I mean, also the nose contour is a little bit extreme. Don't know what the event's for. Don't know what she was saying. It will look better tomorrow. Don't know what that means, because you shouldn't keep makeup on overnight. Perhaps something like this, but stripped way back, skin a bit fresher. Perhaps the red can be a little bit more satin finish, so it actually melds with the skin tone on the lip a little bit more, so it's less neon red and more like, oh, I just bit my lip and I'm all excited and flustered in the heat. Oh, don't look at me. And I'm gonna say it now. This is one of the times you will rarely hear me say this. Perhaps not a full black liner with black waterline and black upper waterline and black lashes. Perhaps it's not always the most flattering outcome, shall we say. Sometimes just a gentle wash of colour with a sensible lash can create a bit more of a elevated look without feeling like a clown. Unrelatable, because I love clowns.
Bon Marché sex clown.
Okay, esto
Okay, what's this?
es lo que intenté recrear
This is an extreme filter, yes.
y
Oh. Well, it's not quite the same, is it? No. Oh, you poor thing. Well, if you were playing with makeup, should we put on she's come sit in my chair and she wants a more refined version of this. How do we create a refined version of this that doesn't look quite so haphazard, shall we say? First of all, no harsh lines. That means that whites need to be blended, whether that's across the top of the lip, which I don't actually think looks good on anyone, like a white thing up here, unless of course you're doing like a look or a drag look. If you however want to make it more wearable and like daytime glam, but also like nighttime glam, you can take a little bit of your highlighter and just highlight here across the top of your philtrum here, just to create that little bit of like without it being quite so Crayola fantasy. Blended whites under here, a very, very 2010, 2011 makeup trend that I do see coming back. People do seem to remember that white in the waterline does brighten the eye. Of course, it can overpower, so I do see people using more nude pencils. Guidelines with eyeliner. If you've never used eyeliner to this dramatic effect before, at the edge of your eye, you can press some loose powder just to create a vague guideline and then fill in the liner accordingly. And that way you can also do the guideline on the other side to get a visualization if they're going to be equal in the outcome. If they aren't, wipe it off, try again. Eyebrows like this never look flattering. Never. I don't think I've ever seen a set of eyebrows with a solid front really close in that I've ever gone, do you know what? Fashion was done in here on this day. I've not even seen them on the runways where I've gone, wow. Maybe a little bit of blending at the front and a little bit thinner, thick eyebrows. They're a bit, no, thinner, no. Also not too high, because apparently a high eyebrow is not seen as feminine anymore, according to data and science. Isn't that interesting? She's got a BTEC. Right, what's this? Oh. Look, a little simple wash of colour. Oh, a little purple. Oh, do you know what? I love that! Why is that a failure? What's that doing in here? Oh, who's a hater? Why are you hating? Of course, eyeliner could be a little bit more finessed, and I think perhaps the shape of the inner corner with the pink shimmer could be a little bit more, like, tighter. But lovely. This is clearly like a glossy, sad girl. I've got allergies, but I'm also really round and juicy and plump, like a little plump fruit on a tree. Obviously that kind of a look. I do not see that. Do you see the fail here? In fact, I kind of love this use of colour here. I hate using colours on myself because I can't help feeling like I teach art at the gnome school when I wear too many colours. But this is a lovely use. I love that soft, peachy, is it brown? Would you even call that brown? Soft, peachy, yellow ochre across the eye. That is a beautiful wash. That would have worked quite nicely. And the lady in the beginning with the red lip who felt like a clown. Also, you just cannot go wrong with like a glossy lip, can you? You really can't. I personally hate it because my hair always sticks to it and then I feel like I'm going all day. And she might have ate, but she doesn't want to eat hair.
Is that tea?
What's this? Hang on. Oh my God, this looks a bit like what I used to do. I've done a look very similar to this. I could have easily used this as clickbait, but this was horrifying. Oh, what are we gonna do here?
Just pack, oh fuck. Did anybody see that?
Jail for my mother. You know, the act of stabbing oneself directly in the optic nerve with eyeshadow is not exactly an ideal hobby for a Saturday afternoon.
You don't know me.
I don't think it is the worst thing in the world to get eyeshadow in the eye. It is designed for use around the eye. It has preservatives in it. I mean, obviously this comes with a caveat of that your brushes are clean, that your eyeshadow palette is well looked after and not like an absolute state like some of you girly wigs I've seen out there. Don't do that.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But you would be surprised at the amount of crud on a daily basis that goes directly into the eyes. You've got dust, pollen,
A child.
perhaps even liquid if you're cleansing your face or moisturizing your face. Like, stuff does get in your eye, so it will be okay. But what would the clickbait title of this be? Like, I blinded myself with blue eyeshadow. Oh, that feels very like 2005 Jeffree Star, doesn't it?
Blue eyeshadow.
Right, what do we have here? Oh, peeling off lashes. Oh, is the child mesmerized? Like, what's happened next, mummy? You see, raising young kids with the understanding that, like, women get glam, sometimes men get glam as well, and everyone in between, is a good thing. It's a good thing. Explain that this is a false lash and this is what mummy wears. Great, lovely. Learning opportunity.
Put a face on my face.
Right, let's
I'm
go
in
put
a
a face.
frozen mood today because it's freaking cold outside, so I'm gonna use Elsa again and try some of this midnight masquerade.
Is she millennial, do we think?
Y'all gotta see this.
I think she might be a millennial.
Mama Odie will be our base. Mama Odie, do your magic. This is not turning out. Well, Bob Ross said, there's no mistakes, only happy accidents.
Oh, I don't think that applies to cosmeceuticals.
Because I'm a damsel in distress right now. Nothing lashes and eyeliner won't fix.
What was that? Oh.
Doing your makeup in the car is always a bad idea.
Yeah, I
Well,
agree.
guys, this was a flop. Okay,
Well-
baby, you can look now.
Oh.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
You like it?
Heck yeah, dude.
Really? I think it looks terrible.
What?
Look how blue my eyes look. Don't you do it.
Okay, so I do think that the eyeshadow could use a little bit of work, but obviously the best place to do eyeshadow work is not in a moving vehicle, sadly.
Quickly, Aaron, there's a car coming now!
So I have this thing where if ever I have to be somewhere and ready, I will absolutely like claw it away from my sleep, claw it away from getting wonderfully dressed in order to make sure that my makeup is like perfect for arriving at that event. You will very, very rarely, if ever, see me getting ready in a vehicle unless it's somehow a boat. Oh, recently I had an unhinged girly road trip to the UK over on Luxeria Labs if you want to watch me get ready on a boat. Luxeria Labs is my second channel and I do a lot of travel and photography content over there.
Oh, that's marvelous.
Yes, I will say, however, I think the nicest part of this look is the lashes. There's not really a lot else I can say, is there? Don't get ready in a car.
So I'm finally going to show you how I take off these face masks.
Jump scare. She kind of looks a bit like Jenna Marbles.
This does not feel good. My skin is really tight. It's a little on fire, and I'm really concerned about it, so. Wet a washcloth with warm water.
What kind of face mask is this? Do I want one? What do I want?
Oh. Oh, it hurts. Ew.
Just go in the shower.
Okay, you see the difference? I am so serious. Do not buy this, okay? This is how I can smile with the mask still on half my face. This could be one hell of a Two-Face costume for Halloween, though. Now for the other side. Ugh. Oh, this is the worst part. Ow! Yay, I'm all done. Doesn't my skin just look absolutely beauty right now?
I think it might be the method of removal, perhaps, rather than the actual product. Like scrubbing at one's face with a face mask on that we don't know what it's got in it. What kind of face mask is that? Don't know. Assuming it's some sort of like clay tightening mask. No idea. Perhaps mechanical exfoliation directly on top of a face mask that's tightening the skin is not the correct way to remove it. I probably would have just... Well, if it was that bad, I would have just gone in the shower, let's be honest. Or, alternatively, you know, sit at home, waterboard yourself by accident, by wetting a flannel and letting it rest. Oh, isn't it lovely to sit in the dark resting? We don't do this enough, do we? In fact, actually, we should sleep every night.
No, but seriously, probably don't buy that mask.
Well,
I'm in
if
the middle
you
of
didn't
doing a
tell us
makeup
what
look,
she
and you
was.
might be wondering why my hand is covering the end of this liner.
Oh,
and
is it
that's
too big?
because I bumped my hand and fucked it all up. Now, I'm gonna try to fix it. I'm gonna take eyeshadow brush and a little bit of micellar water.
No, because you've already got
Wipe it away.
product
Please
on,
wipe
right?
away. Okay.
Oh, well.
Nothing. Whoa, that actually worked.
Oh, I am very surprised.
Wow, there egg on my tits.
You've got such good skin, I thought there was lots of product underneath. But, you know, this is an accurate method of removal and correcting.
I would say I fixed it. I just gotta blend it out.
Yes? Ah, well, apparently she did that. Isn't that lovely? Oh, yes. Well done, mysterious purple eyeshadow lady. Eyeliner lady purple. Do you know, this is, in fact, actually a very good way of getting a clean, strong line. So back on the counter. Oh, God, how long am I talking now? Like 6 years ago? Back on the counter. If we were ever demonstrating an eyeliner to someone, it would always be under the guise of do it really, really, really fast. Like a product demonstration has to be what? Between 5 and 7 minutes, something like that. So if you were going to do a matching liner on someone to show someone how good the product is, you probably would have to go in and correct that shape. And now if you do your eye makeup before anything else, or you don't have any product in the area, yes, I do think you can use a micellar cleanser on a Q-tip to create that lovely, like just remove the problem area. Just bloop, and you've recreated the lovely line. If, however, you already have a full glam on and you've messed up, you're probably going to have to look at things to cover. High coverage concealer, high coverage foundation, a little bit on a curved tip brush like this will really help to just cover that single area. Dot it on, leave it for a minute, leave it for 60 seconds, just so it can get a bit tacky, so that then when you go in to blend, the edges will just move slightly and you won't move the whole product. Alternatively, make it part of the look. Now, as I've just said, if you are doing liner and you just don't have the time to go in correct, you can just haphazardly do your liner and then do what I like to do, which I haven't actually made a mistake today, but if I was going to, this is what I would do. Apply a product just underneath the line to sharpen it up. I particularly enjoy a silver glitter liner because it's really striking and quite eye-catching, but you can do it with any colour. Gold is another favourite of mine. I've even done it with blue before, or even just straight up white liner. Of course you can do this with concealer too. But yes, that is a little tip and trick if you find yourself dans la situation. Okay, what do we have? Liner, middle, oh no, the pillow delivery man bumped your wig. Oh, he did it again. Oh, and a thief. I sort of don't understand, because isn't surely the point of doing beauty makeup for TikTok that you go,
oh look, I've made a fucking right old dog's dinner of this shit and I go.
And then it's transition. And you're like, oh, but the mistake was our friends that we made along the way.
What I'm going to do now is transform my face into the most beautiful, elegant painting.
Is that not what people do? So what is this? Is this just beware the pillow delivery man who will ruin your get ready with me? Sure. There's room for everyone, let's just say that.
Beautiful.
Oh, hello. Oh, that's very bold colour for cosmetics. Oh! What are we doing? This isn't makeup, this is a charcuterie on the veranda. A tie-dyed woman. This TikTok is very loud.
Have you all had fun?
What will the neighbours say?
Up the bum, no babies.
And up. Oh. You know, it's not for me. Daytime tweed and a wig on a bin.
I wore this for 12 seconds instead of 2 minutes.
Testicles.
And yeah.
Oh, God.
I am completely bruised up. I don't know what went wrong. I've seen tons of people use these, but
what
I guess
is
it's
it?
time to get lipstick.
I'm sorry, what is that? What is this? Please tell me more about that. What is this? I've used this for, what was it?
And
12 seconds.
yeah.
What was it? Was it perhaps an Iron Maiden for the lips?
Much too good for children.
Did you kiss your stove? I don't understand how this has happened. What is that product? I don't like it. Is it testicle? Never trust plums.
Completely
Cherries?
bruised up. I don't know what went wrong. I've seen tons of people use these, but I guess it's time to get lipstick.
I guess we will never know.
Taking off a look that took 3 hours.
Oh.
I've only had it on for 5 minutes. But I'm really not looking to break out. I'm really hoping I at least got my 15 minutes of fame from this, because my face is probably going to be stained for weeks. Thank you for coming to my TED.
Oh, she died. My TED death. Okay, do you know what? Depending on what that is, it might indeed be a stain, mightn't it? If you want to get off dramatic makeup like this, the best hack, if you want to do something from backstage, is to use shaving foam or a shaving gel. Just literally saturate the skin. Let it eat it off. This is a really fast way of changing makeups. Backstage, behind the magic, behind a show, anything. Theatre kids will know this immediately. Shaving foam and shaving gel just eat makeup. But of course, don't just leave it all on the skin. Make sure you follow a proper cleansing routine afterwards. Yes, your skin will be thankful. Oh, who's this? Oh, look who it isn't! I don't use primer. Sheer foundation is better. Oh yeah, no, I will agree there. Oh yeah, absolutely not. Okay, I will say I actually don't use a primer. I know, shocking, right? This is going to sound like a bit of a flex, but it's not. When you use higher quality foundations, you generally don't really need to use a primer with it. It's one of these things where if you have really problem areas that need specific addressing, yes, use a primer. Yes, don't use it all over your face. Yes, only use it in the areas that you need it. Yes, you might need more than one, depending on what skin type that you have and in what areas that is. But a good quality moisturizer that's not full of oils or silicones to the extent where it's like drippy can function beautifully as a primer. Good makeup always starts with the skin. Oh, Nikki tutorials. The tutorials were Nickied. Stupid.
Charlotte Tilbury claims that this product is one shade, fits all skin tones.
Oh, it
and
never
I don't
is.
buy it.
It never is.
That's not a thing.
No.
As a fair-skinned girl who
It's not.
struggles to find foundation as light as my skin is, I don't think this is gonna work.
No. Oh, no, 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 no.
Does it match my skin? Huh? Nope. Charlotte Tilbury, you're doing me dirty.
Darlings, have you tried death?
There's no such thing as one shade fits all skin tones. It's not real.
That is completely true. I could not agree anymore. And do you want to know how this works, how this technology works? So as far as I understand it, there are pigment pearls, if you like. I think they're actually called pigment pearls. It might be called something else. They are suspended within, usually a micelle. And on mechanical homogenization, which is this action, and smearing it onto your skin, those pigments are released. Pigments don't have brains. Pigments don't have DNA. Pigments aren't alive. How can they possibly know what your skin tone is to accurately match it? They're not machines. They are not capable of algorithmic thought. And they certainly don't have sensors in to detect what color your skin is. It is a huge marketing ploy. This is my conspiracy about what happens here. Now, I don't know this for sure, but this is what I think. A marketing team will see which color tone within that foundation range will sell the most. And then they will compress all of that data into one shade and be like, hello, development team, why don't you just make something that releases this shade into the skin? And it will match perhaps like those 5 skin tones quite well. So you might in fact hear people being like, I bought something that found my skin tone and it was great, girly wig. It's all I ever use now. If you are outside of that specific narrow range of skin tones, it's not going to work, sis. Now, if it's a sheerer coverage, you can get away with it because a little bit of sheer pigment can be more undetectable than a full coverage formulation. If your full coverage formula is white, and you say, for all white skin tones, it's obviously not going to work, is it?
It's always secrets and lies.
Just remember that a lot of product design isn't necessarily about seeing an issue that needs to be solved and creating a product to solve that issue. A lot of it is about marketing. It's about what can we do that other companies are doing or that we've even done previously to make our bottom line worth more money. So sometimes products are invented for no reason at all apart from making more money, and they don't actively address an issue. You would be better off getting shade matched professionally and coming away happy with a tone, perhaps forever. Foundation is a hero product, really. It's one of those things that people, once they find their shade and a formula they love, they will buy it forever until that product is discontinued or that human expires. So I personally think it's much better to go and get shade matched than believe all of this nonsense about like, oh, it will automatically detect your wig. No, it won't.
The wig is a bit of a giveaway.
We're gonna try to wash this off.
What's this? Oh,
Pray for me.
Pink lady. A reverse Smurf.
Oh no.
Oh, is it gonna be is it gonna be a stain? Is it a stainy woman? What were you doing, you silly sausage?
The government!
My eyebrows, but my whole face. Oh.
First, I'm gonna help.
Why am I such an idiot?
Oh, I've been asking myself the same wig.
It's gonna kill me.
Have you got green in your hair as well?
Babe, come here.
Yes.
What's that movie that guy turns blue in the shower? Do you know what I'm talking about?
You look like Frankenberry.
Frankenberry?
I don't even know who that is. I look like a Captain Crunch berry.
I don't know what that is
Well.
I mean,
it's what I'm stuck with.
Oh no, you are quite pink, aren't you? The issue with cosmetics is that quite often red pigments have been banned, or they aren't vegan. Now, vegan red pigments that aren't banned are quite often dyes.
She's dead.
And that's why you'll see palettes saying things like not suitable for use around the eye because it will stain your skin. I think there is a handful of brands in the world that create like colourful foundations that don't have a risk of staining, but you always have to be quite careful with the red-based pigment, pink-based pigment world because the likeliness is it's gonna stain. Even the red lipsticks back in the day used to stain, but they were unfortunately chemicals that were perhaps found to be not safe for human contact, human skin contact. Erin Parsons does a great video about red lipstick. I believe it's one of Marilyn Monroe's lipsticks, and once the initial colour is worn off, you are stained like red, not a little like pink, red. But unfortunately, they are not safe for human consumption, so that technology is lost to time. And unfortunately, we can't just go into the laboratory and say, new pigment, please. It all has to be refined from something.
Literally
right, okay, oh, right.
nails right
Right, all very 2016 with glam, sparkly woman, Photoshop.
Oh my god, okay. This is what I wanted, okay? This is the pastels.
Yes.
And this is what I got.
Who is this? Name and shame these people, because you can't charge for a service and then have the final result look like this. I think this is one of those things that kind of gets under my skin a little bit about the beauty industry, or even, to be fair, it's quite a lot of industries now. People start into the industry already charging like prices. High-end prices. Like, you need to complete some sort of self-education, some sort of courses, some sort of something before you can start charging for your services. I truly believe, as a professional, that's where it lies. If you lead people to believe that you are a capable professional in a situation which you aren't, this is going to lead to problems, and word of mouth spreads. I think there is a little bit of a way that perhaps sometimes we can do a little bit better. Maybe just a little bit. No. Well, my lovelies, that was a rather unhinged deep dive into the world of beauty TikTok. Which was your favourite from this one? I think Pink Lady. Pink Lady. Pink Lady, also the name of an apple. And with that, my lovelies, it's time for the Patreons. You can see yourself scrolling past on the screen right here. Over on my Patreon, I do have exclusive series and videos airing over there on Patreon. We have The Traitors, we have an episode of Project Runway, we have an episode of Botch, and we've got an upcoming Patreon live stream. If you want more free content from me, you can check out Luxeria Labs. That is my travel and photography channel, and I've just uploaded a vlog of 4 unhinged days in the Costa del Sol. And as always, I want to say a massive thank you to my top tier Patreons. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Orcus Samoji, Jojo, A Literal Pipefish, AJ Padilla, Anthony Michael Hernandez, Ashley Lisa, Auntie Sash Hazelwood, Barry Chapman, Becky Johnson, Bish and Bubs Quartz, Breakaway 87, Caffeinated Raptor, Cammy Bryan, Cataline, Sarah, Shell Herman, Contrapoints, Danny, Dr. Lula, EBBB, Eli Sowers, Heddy Weddy Woowa, James Asen Girl, Jennifer Herman, Jenny Taylor, Lauren Kylie, Leanne Jones, Lenore, Les Banana, Love Potion, Malfunctioning NPC, Mandy, Marzipan, Minumoto, Miranda Bryant, Mo Sherman, Morgan Lathay, Ms. Kiss, OK as Kyle, Redika Madala, Repreet, Sarah Maria, Tamail, Sarah Hook, Shanro, Sean Pelkey, Sky Dorim, Steffi Tech, TNS Mum, The Jessica Hightower, Todd Bowley, Tonima Mackers, and Windy Potato. And you know what, my loves? I think I'm going to leave it on the note of take the time out of your day to play around a little bit with your style and your makeup, and you never know what you might find. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.